Every single night, you trust your sleep to it. But before a mattress ever reaches your bedroom, it has to go through an oddly satisfying process. What starts as a puddle of liquid erupts into a giant foam bun. It requires weaving miles of high-carbon steel and forcing expanding materials into submission. It is a symphony of heavy machinery and delicate human craftsmanship, engineering the perfect foundation where you spend a third of your life. It all starts with chemistry. Polyurethane foam begins as a liquid mix poured into a mold. It will slowly expand and fill the entire volume of the tank. The mix is made from two liquid components, polyol and isocyanate. The instant they come together, a chemical reaction begins, releasing carbon dioxide as the mixture begins to solidify. Millions of bubbles are trapped inside the mix, forcing it to expand. In less than 5 minutes, it swells into a giant foam bun, reaching nearly 10 times its original volume. That bun is not yet ready for a mattress. Gas is still trapped inside these solidified bubbles. It must be compressed to pop them and force the remaining gas out. Breaking these tiny structures opens the foam up and creates its characteristic soft feel. Next, the bun has to be sliced into slabs, but making precise, straight cuts through a giant sponge requires specialized equipment. A thin blade moving at high speed is what makes clean cuts possible. Once the bun is squared into shape, the computer-controlled blade then begins the real job, slicing the foam into even slabs. The giant bun is slowly reduced to sheets, ready to be stacked into the mattress as comfort layers. But this comfort is reserved for the surface. Underneath, the mattress begins with steel. High-carbon steel wire is fed from massive spools into a spring coiling machine. Inside, the wire is cut and wound into coils. These springs will become the support system inside the mattress. But the next step is what really changes how the mattress behaves. Big rolls of fabric are fed into a machine where it is folded and sewn around each spring, enclosing every coil in its own fabric pocket. This is what makes modern mattresses feel different. In the past, coils were tied together, so the whole bed moved all at once. Now, instead of all the springs moving like one stiff piece, each one can move independently. This changes how a mattress behaves completely. When weight is placed in one spot, the springs there compress and take most of the load, while the rest remains stable. In everyday life, it means one person can roll over at night without shaking the whole bed and waking the person beside them. An even larger machine assembles multiple rows into a square mattress core. This is the moment where hundreds of separate spring elements stop being loose components and become a single structural unit. Once the machines have done their part, the process shifts back into the skilled hands of the workers. This mattress is built through a constant exchange between automation and manual expertise. Once the spring core has been measured and checked, a steel perimeter frame is manually clipped into place, locking all 684 springs into one solid mattress base. A foam strip wrapped around the outside cushions the perimeter and creates a smoother, fuller wall for the fabric layers that are coming next. The first upholstery layer added around the spring unit base is the outer contour. It protects the edges and will become the outer wall of the mattress. It uses a tougher fabric because the sides of a mattress take constant abuse. They must withstand handling, friction, and repeated compression over years of use. Once again, skilled workers take over, sewing the fabric into the prepared patterns and adding the final finishing touches by hand. Now it is time to finally join the contour layers to the base. This will close the outer shell and give the mattress much of its finished look. The side and top layers are carefully aligned, with one slightly overlapping the other to create a clean corner for sewing. If done wrong, the stitch can miss, the fabric can bunch up, and the edge can come out uneven, which would fail quality control. Using a tape-edge sewing machine, the operator guides the mattress around the perimeter, while the machine folds binding tape over the edge and sews the layers together in one continuous seam. Once the pass is complete, he inspects the seam closely. It's time for the next step. The foam slabs cut from the giant bun are ready to return as layers inside the mattress. They come in different firmness levels marked by colors. Each layer has been designed to serve a different purpose. Here, the green foam is firmer and helps distribute the load. Above it, the pink foam is softer, creating a gentler feel at first contact. The mattress is ready to be fully enclosed, but for that, the final outer layer is needed. This layer must be durable enough to handle daily wear, yet still soft and pleasant to the touch. Reaching that balance is a job best suited to a specialized machine. The fabric and a soft filling are fed together into a quilting machine. As the layers pass through, they are stitched into one padded surface panel, combining the fabric with the soft loft underneath. This is called the quilted cover. It will act like a padded skin, giving the mattress the premium look and feel of a properly upholstered product. Now comes the closure of the mattress, where skilled hands matter most. The final seam has to come out perfect. This will give the mattress its clean, finished look. For most of history, a mattress was just a simple stuffed pad made from whatever soft material people could find. Today, it has become an engineered system, built from springs, foams, and textiles working together in layers. But the evolution of the modern mattress hasn't stopped. Before leaving the factory, the finished mattress undergoes one last feat of modern engineering: compression. A heavy steel press compresses the mattress as vacuum systems force the air out, flattening it to a fraction of its original height. Reduced to just a few inches thick, it is then rolled into a tight cylinder and boxed for shipping. That one innovation has changed the whole industry. Mattresses no longer have to be handled like bulky furniture. Once they can be compressed, rolled, and packed into boxes, shipping becomes cheaper, storage becomes easier, and online sales become possible on a much larger scale. Once at home, breaking the seal lets air back in, and the mattress returns to its full original form. The modern mattress is not just a piece of furniture, but the result of advanced engineering brought all the way into the bedroom.